Recording this video after close of trade Wednesday, 8th of June 2011. Sorry, this video, if you're subscribing by email, you're kind of going to get it a day late, but do come to the website to check out for the latest ones. I'm just out of sync at the moment with putting out the videos. Anyway, I had a better trading day today. It kind of made me feel good, but we're coming to a turning point. Just want to speak to that with a couple of charts here. We also have rollover happening, so don't forget to update your charts, update any kind of broker settings or whatever that you've got going on. First of all, better X trend here. We had an exhaustion down day, selling day to day. A couple of days ago when I did the market forecast video, I wasn't sure whether we were going to end up with exhaustion down day and pull the trailing stop down, or whether we would just kind of float back into under the lip and then kind of have one of these later. Well, turns out we've had it kind of with today's activity here. So, you know, the 1290 level, and I'd suggest the high of today, the 1280 level, is very important going forward. Again, all these levels have changed now using kind of continuous contracts because we're kind of rolling over to the next month, so just be aware of that. Better trend. I talked about this a couple of days ago. We had a couple of bullish divergence patterns. We were coming up, I think we were about minus 75 at the point. We're now well oversold here at minus 154. Another bullish divergence signal, so I think this is going to come up tomorrow, so tick up tomorrow and have a all these short signals clusters that we've got on the better trend systems will kind of take profits at that point. Just a note, I'm not currently trading the better trend systems. These are the example systems I have on here. I used to trade a subset of these. Not doing that at the moment just because the risks are high kind of day to day, and I'm making enough kind of trading during the day, so I don't need to take that risk by holding overnight. But I still use this as an indication of, you know, kind of market direction. Still very important for me there. So just looking at this, I think we're going to have a strong day tomorrow, and we're going to tick back up. Just another point: solar flares. You know, we just had a huge solar flare go off, which will be hitting us on Earth today, tomorrow. So I don't know if anybody cares about solar flares. I actually think they're really interesting, and so we get all kinds of shenanigans. I think in the market when things like that happen. No kind of scientific basis that I've got particularly, but I do look at it in terms of solar flare cycles, sunspot kind of activity, stuff like that on longer term cycles I've looked at in the past, and I think there's something there. You know, I don't think anybody's kind of nailed it yet, but anyway, just, you know, we did have a huge solar flare in the last kind of 12 hours or something like that, so that's going to be hitting Earth in the next couple of days, and that just means shit happens. Long-term tip bar chart here, 13,500 tip bar chart. You can see today's activity. I mean, we kind of just winged around quite a bit and then had this kind of sell-off activity at the end of the day. But just note, you know, we've had our exhaustion selling after yesterday, and we've had a bit of bullish divergence and these flush signals. So I think this is kind of flushing out the last of the sellers at this point, kind of getting us ready for a little bit of a rally. So that's kind of what I'm going to be looking at going forward. And as I said, I had pretty good days trading today on the 1500 tip bar chart. The swings in the 1500 tip bar chart were really nice, playing off this. You know, you just need to combine that with kind of the pro signals to show where the professionals are playing, and it's kind of good indication. Just let me give you a little kind of shortened tour of this. Kind of went short kind of up here. I was short and long and then short again into this move here, but you know, the break below this blue professional bar is kind of up here, no demand, breaks of you know, professional bars into highs, breaks of the lows, kind of good signals. And then the next time the professionals kind of stepped in was here, 74. I think I had a small little short trade here and got out way too early. But you know, professional bar, and the next professional bar we see down here is at 74, and that was like, you know, 6+ point move here. Got cyclical support here, kind of move up, cyclical resistance, another blue professional bar, Rambo bar, we kind of come back down, cyclical support again, blue professional bar, bit of bullish divergence, rally back up. You know, blue professional bar up here. We poked up through this up to 81 and then kind of came back down, so you know, a little bit of a fake out move there. And then Rambo patterns here, rally back in, another kind of cyclical turn, blue professional bars, bearish divergence, weak buying, bang, come back down, another Rambo pattern here, come again, you know, back into another cyclical turn, blue professional bars up here at the highs. You get the point. So I mean, this is one of the type of days where I think the better signals work really well. Sometimes on strong trending days, better signals are trying to convince you to kind of short long moves and buy short moves. So you know, on days like this where we've got kind of large ranges being traded, I think the better indicators you know, are really good. So I'll take on my day trades. Sorry if I've garbled this message a little bit, just want to get this video out. So good luck with your trading tomorrow. 82.75, and the reason why I'm buying this is we're heading up towards cyclical turn on the 4500 tip bar chart here, kind of above resistance on the 1500 tip bar chart, and you've had a trend on the 500 but not exhaustion buying. We had those kind of pre the open. You can see these exhaustion selling signals kind of here, so this thing looks like it's just going to keep on punching through until we get an exhaustion buying signal. At this kind of cross would be the logical place, and then we'll kind of turn around and test the lows, I'd have thought. So you just long 82.75, just out at 83.50, and the reason for getting out there was we had exhaustion buying on the 500 tip bar chart. We had blue professional bars kind of coming on the 15. I think we'll probably kind of keep on testing up until we form, I don't know, maybe selling off hard. So expecting a test back up till we get a cyclical kind of cross here. So what was that? 83.50, just 3/4 of a point. That's fine. Happy with that. It was a first trade. Gone long 83 even, and still think we're going to turn down, but I think we're going to push up a little bit. We've got to see a bearish divergence first on the 500 tip bar chart. So we had Rambo pattern into here, kind of bouncing off resistance becomes support, maybe, hopefully. Had a little bit of kind of exhaustion selling down here. These were blue professional bars on the way down, so maybe they were kind of exiting quickly, who knows. I just think we're going to push a fraction higher just to test those highs. So another Rambo pattern, that's good. So the amateur's trying to sell this thing too early. So we're just kind of going to push, maybe break above 84. So I'll place a target up there, maybe 84.50. Let's just see. Just taken out at 84.50 for 1.5. So that's good. I'm up. Was it 2.25 now? And coming into these highs, first of all we had kind of amateur bars here on the 1500 tip bar chart, but then blue professional bars going to come, and you can see that 1500 as well. So we've got kind of bearish divergence kind of come in here, but I think this is going to roll over. We've got this kind of cross happening on the 4500 tip bar charts. Previous, what was this, 85.75 kind of support becomes resistance kind of coming off here. Just looks like we're kind of be nice if we get an exhaustion kind of buying signal on the 15, and then we kind of can think about shorting this. Anyway, so just out and watching. Short 84.50, might be a little bit early into this trade. Kind of kept on pushing through up into the 85s. Blue professional bars kind of up here, bearish divergence. This last one was very close to the zero line here. So kind of a little bit imbalanced. Kind of early for the market to decide on a real trend direction. So hoping we'll have a little bit of downside movement. This is looking good. So again, no demand, blue professional bars kind of up here at 15 and on the 45 here. So we've got a cyclical turn on 45, going to be confirmed kind of shortly. But with this strength, we're going to find a support level and kind of bounce back up. Let's see where that is. So short 84.50. Let's move my target to 82.50 just for 2 points. Like on this just little rundown to get taken out at that, maybe not. Got Rambo patterns down here, exhaustion selling coming up to a cyclical support area here. So maybe 83 is going to hold and we're going to test back up, but at least I've got a target there at 82.50 for 2. Go just taken out at 82.50 for 2. That was nice, that was quick. So that gives me 4.25 after 3 trades. So certainly better. What is it? 8:46 a.m. I mean, 16 minutes of trade. Brilliant. Now let's see what sets up. A few minutes later, and I got out at 82.50, but this thing has collapsed down to 79. So this turning point, 4500 tip bar chart, is really important here. And just the more I study my charts, the more I find blue professional bars on the 1500 tip bar chart really important. here's kind of coming into the highs. We got them taking profits here. They were even kind of buying this low on these two down bars here, taking profits up here, getting short. And the first time, in this whole collapse from 85 all the way down, the first time we see a blue professional bars down here at 79, and that's where the market started to really hold. So anyway, still watching, looking for a bigger kind of setup. Let's see, just have bullish divergence coming on the 1500 tip bar charts. Let's see if something looks good. Okay, just taking a note of this. This is a flush signal coming on the 4500 tip bar chart, and we're coming into an end of trend warning signal. This is one of my favorite patterns. It shows that, let's just bump this up. On 45, we've had exhaustion selling at the close of yesterday. The overnight we kind of kept on going. We pulled up to a pullback and a downtrend, and now come into an end of trend on the 45. We're a little bit of ways. But on the other time frames, we've got a little bit of support kind of coming in. But this is where this is kind of perfect, where the exhaustion selling signal here drives the move down, and this test is flushing out the last of the sellers at this point here. So I'm liking this for a kind of uptrend. Just need to test back down into 79 or 80 here. Get a little bit more kind of a bullish divergence or something kind of down here. We'll go long. Short at 82 even. I know I said I was going to go long first, but I was just waiting for that pullback, and instead what we got was a short covering rally. And kind of that's how I interpret these things anyway. These kind of straight shot ups like this, where seemingly it just kind of keeps on creeping up and up by a quarter point, and each time kind of just hitting stops all the way up, because everybody was trying to get short in this move, thinking we go to new lows. So coming to this kind of 82 area here, we've got a Rambo pattern up at the top, potential reversal of Amida breakout. So the Amida's active right here at the highs, couple of divergence patterns, really fairly close to the zero line here. It's not been extreme kind of buying at this point. We've got a cyclical turn about to confirm on the 1500 tip bar chart too, and profit taking here. Now, so end of trend's kind of gone off on this 4500 tip bar chart, but all I'm playing is just a test back down into 80, 79 at this point, where we'll see some more kind of blue professional bars on the 1500 tip bar chart. Wow, this is really taking off. Hope I've not got this wrong. I should really be waiting for confirmation on the 1500 tip bar chart. Sometimes I get in a fraction too early and sit through this heat. Anyway, so just short at 82, but just expecting it to come back into 80 here, or the next kind of blue professional bar on the way down here on the 1500 tip bar chart. A minute later, and this was kind of a better entry point. It would have been just a quarter point difference, 82.25, but blue professional bars kind of coming on the 1500 tip bar chart. I hadn't seen any on the 500, so I was too early. And then a bearish divergence kind of signal here. This is going to end up being a cyclical resistance at this point on the 500 tip bar chart. So just waiting a little bit for that entry would have been better. Would have been a slightly better entry, and wouldn't have had to sit through a point and a half of heat. And just still sitting on some heat on this trade. We kind of pushed up to 84, but now we're kind of turning around going the other way, so pretty damn poor entry. But anyway, not too worried. Cyclical turns kind of confirmed here, and this last kind of push up, you can see Rambo patterns up here on the 500 and the 1500 tip bar chart. So it's the Amida's kind of buying this breakout. We're now back into the 82s. So I'm looking for this cyclical cross on the 1500 tip bar chart, and the next time we see kind of blue professional bars kind of coming in, that will be kind of the confirmation of potential uptrend for today. So let's see. Let's add some blue professional up bars here. We kind of tested back up to 83, and I'm still waiting for this cyclical turn on the 1500 tip bar chart, and just to see another blue professional bar kind of down here to signal that the professionals have picked it up down here. I know we've had these Amida down bars into 81 here, kind of just testing back down, testing by the Amidas, kind of selling here. So we break the highs of those Amida bars, confirmed uptrend. But just cyclical cross at the 15 is when we get out, but just would have expected a blue professional bar kind of down here at about 80 or so. So still holding short, just at par at the moment. Okay, that was just a little bit of a data outage. Don't know if it was probably me, because both my IB feed and TradeStation went down. So, not to panic, but here we go. Blue professional bar coming on the 1500 tip bar chart, coming up this cyclical turn. So just moving my target to 1280 even. But as soon as the high of that bar is taken out, I'm out of here. Maybe reversing, going long. So damn. What to do? So just moved my target to 81. Let's hope I get taken out on this little push down. No, okay, reversed, and I've gone long at 82 even. So all of that trouble for nothing on that last trade. So it was a scratch trade. Took too much heat, didn't come down to where I hoped it would come down to, and now reversed and gone long 82 even. The reason for going long is I think we're in an uptrend now. We've had our end of trend and flush signal here, kind of tested back down as expected. Blue professional bar kind of finally comes in, finds support. So what we need to do is now break the highs of 84 and get into a strong uptrend, but let's just wait and see. It's just long at 82 even. A couple of minutes later we came down to 81 and found some bullish divergence down here, and now we've kind of come back up into kind of 83. I think this has got legs. I think this is going to break into an uptrend above cyclical resistance here on the 500 tip bar chart, and I'm just wondering if these couple of blue professional bars that have just come in here are just buying this breakout, although seemingly we've not kind of broken above the highs of those bars, but that's what I'm hoping for. Let's wait and see. Target, by the way, is at 86, so maybe that's a stretch. So here you go. I think that was jumping the creek, and blue professional bar kind of came in here on the 1500 tip bar chart, so now we're starting to reach. So we're above cyclical resistance and really reaching on the 500 tip bar chart here, so this will end in a pullback end of trend, hopefully, and come into exhaustion buying up here now, and a Rambo pattern, interestingly, on 1500. 85 and a quarter was the previous high for the day, so at 86 that's a nice place to have a target, and this will be taking people by surprise, I'd have thought. Kind of breaking into an uptrend today, but yeah, let's see. Still holding long. Okay, I just came out 84.75, and the reason for coming out there was 500 tip bar chart. We've just had a bearish divergence signal. A couple of them kind of come in. We had exhaustion buying, Rambo pattern right up here at the highs, blue professional bar on the 1500 tip bar chart. We've got a cyclical cross happening here. Know that 85 and a quarter was the previous high, and I think it was the close yesterday as well, something like that. So yeah, so could have held a little bit longer, I suppose, but what is that? That's 2 3/4 on that move. That was nice. So I think that was a good entry, and picking the right kind of trending move. I'm out too early. I know this is going to go 86. It's just going to have to sit through some heat, and I'm unwilling to do that. I was up 4 and a quarter before that trade, so that puts me up. It's coming up to 1 AM in the morning. I can't do the math. 7. So there we go. That's a good day. I'm happy with that. I'll just continue to watch it a little bit, but that's me definitely done for the day. Hope your trading went well. And there you go. 86 just got hit. But in the meantime, and that was the original target, kind of from long 82. In the meantime, so I took profits. Let's just look at this on the 500 tip bar chart. I took profits here just when we came into this Rambo pattern and a bearish divergence signal up here, and we had blue professional bars, cyclical turn on the 15. We came all the way back down to the 82s, so almost back to the entry point, and then made this kind of 4-point shot to new highs. So for me, I'm happiest being out here with just 2.25 rather than sitting through a drawdown almost all the way to entry to get the target. It just shows if you get the trend direction right, I mean the targets will get hit. It's just a question if you can sit through the volatility. Personally, I find that difficult. So anyway, that's it for today for me in terms of videos. Still watching stuff. Meredith Whitney is on CNBC, so I'm just catching up on those, listening to what she has to say. Always like her stuff. Anyway, I hope you traded well today.